Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's snash.diko, your soul sister. I'm back with another video, and if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you are a returning subby, welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in. So today guys, I actually want to do a video about 5 entrepreneurs or businesses that are killing it in South Africa. But before we get into that, I want us to talk about the wine of the day. Okay, so the wine that I'm having tonight is Bear's Kloof. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's a Pinotage 2020, and it's a crafted and bottled since 1989, second generation winemaking. And then it says a father and son tradition. Wow, isn't this wine setting the tone for this video? This is what I want for Black people. I want us to have businesses that last for generations and generations. I want us to be able to build a legacy, and these are topics that I'm passionate about, and I feel like we need to set the tone, and we need to send a message out there to the world how serious we are and what is it that we want and the mark we want to make in the world. Okay, so let's get right into it. So this wine right here is very dangerous. A friend of mine bought it for me, and we're drinking it, and when we're drinking it, I realized that we've been drinking and we're not getting drunk. So I tell her that, you know what, this wine is really dangerous. It's the type of wine where if you're out and you're drinking it, by the time you have to go home, you literally cannot stand up because you're so drunk, because you've been drinking thinking that you're not getting drunk. But by the end of the night, probably be drunk as hell. So this one, I think this one is made for like chilling at home. Don't if you're out, just be careful with it, okay? So today I want to talk about the 5 Black entrepreneurs or businesses that are killing it in South Africa right now. And with me, I'm very passionate about Black excellence, anything Black, honey. I will put it on, mainly because we deserve to put ourselves out there, and also I feel like sometimes we are not respected enough in the world, and we have to make our mark, because the rest of the other races, they are on a mission, they are busy. And as much as we like to have fun, we like to drink, we like to be nice, we also have to be serious about business, be serious about the things that are going to put us a step forward in our success, in our excellency. Okay, one of the reasons why I felt like this video I had to make it is because I remember this one time when I was busy with my brand Osset, and my page got deleted by Instagram. Instagram guys only seven's up and at this point. You must just all move to TikTok, because I cannot do Instagram right now. It's just annoying. But anyway, so I remember this one time I was running my bikini business, and so I had this white lady that I was working with. So I gave her my bikinis, and I'm like, can you do like a young promo for me? Because you know that like when you're starting out a business, you constantly need money to market what you're doing. You constantly need cash flow to stock, to basically get your brand out there. And this lady, she did not promote my bikinis, and she did not speak about the brand in a positive light. And after like a few months, she unfollowed my page. You know what? I did not take it personal, because when it comes to business, it's just business. I don't know, I think I've trained my mind that like when it comes to business, I don't take things personal. Like, if some people don't like the stuff that I sell, that's okay with me. If some people love it, that's okay, because at the end of the day, if you're a brand, you're not going to be for everyone. So I understood that. But what I read from that is that white people do not respect black brands, you know? Like, I think to her, it felt like, ugh, I can't take this serious, you know? And it's like, I'm sure if it was a white lady like her hustling, trying to get her brand out there, she was going to put that stuff out and promote it like hell. But because it was a black woman, she just couldn't do it. And now it makes me question that at what point do we take our businesses and our brands serious to a point where we put ourselves on a pedestal? At what point do we take our brands serious, like your Gucci's, you know, like your Louis Vuittons? I always say this is that we as black people, we need to get to a point where when we're building brands, we build them so that they can be sustainable, and after that they can be generational. Not something for 10 years or 20 years, something that's going to say establish in 200 BC, but it's still existing, because that's what white people are doing, you know. And I want us to cover these brands, these people that are putting in the work, you know, to give them the energy that, listen, what you're doing is amazing, keep going, we need you, you know, you are an example, and that representation we need. So that is why I'm going to cover these 5 brands and, you know, entrepreneurs that are killing it. I know this is a long intro, but like, I just had to give you a backstory so that you get why I needed to do this video. And I've decided that I'm going to be doing these top 5s, you know, on my channel, because I think it's a fun thing to do for me and for some of my subbies, because I know some of my subbies are very much into like business related stuff, tips, money, savings, you know. And it's also a fun thing for me to do because I love business, guys. I love money, you know. I'm into entrepreneurship, I'm into hustling, I'm into, you know, just getting money, just getting dough, because your girl is trying to be a millionaire, if not a billionaire. You know what I mean? That's what's up. My top 5 is strictly my top 5. It's not the stats, it's just like a list that I've compiled for me and what I think, in my opinion, is one of the best. So the rankings are according to what I think, okay? It's not stats. So that's what I just want to put out there, is that please don't be mad at me and be like, oh no, that cannot be your top 1, you know, or your number 1 because so and so and so. No, guys, it's just according to my opinion, what I think is the best, you know. So my number 5 is, drumroll, Black Nabla.
That sauce gang, petty petty with that ball man, barbecue with that golf wang, mariachi with that gold chain, bang gang so supreme, in my all I wanna hit the same, rare check it on my bill.
Guys, I love Black Nabla. I've worked with them, and it's a friend of mine that I know from Philippi, and he is just building this amazing brand that is based in Cape Town. However, they do deliver nationwide. I just think what they're doing is really, really amazing. I love their clothes, the quality is on point. The reason why they are my top 5 is because we need a brand that is luxurious. We need a brand that is expensive and is unapologetic. And that's what I like about Black Nabla, is that their stuff is pricey. You're not gonna get anything for 200 rand from Black Nabla, unless if it's like a bucket hat or maybe a beanie. And I really, really like that about the brand, is that just because they're a local brand, just because it's a guy from the township, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have to sell himself short just because he's from Ekasi. And I love that he respects his brand, he respects what he's doing, he is there to deliver. And please guys, check the brand out. They got the most amazing merchandise, like, you know, nice tracksuits, t-shirts, you know, polo t-shirts, beanies, bucket hats, and, you know, baseball caps. They're just amazing. And I know there was a guy that commented on my post and said that he needs someone to believe in him the way that I believe in Black Namla, and that made me laugh so hard. I thought that was so funny, but then at the same time I thought, I love that. I love that people can actually see how passionate I am about a brand, and I'm truly invested in it. It's not a matter of me trying to sell something to someone or trying to lure people over to a brand, but just to show people that we as Black people, we're freaking amazing, you know, and the things that we are doing need that spotlight, it needs that shine. And I respect it so much, and I respect it because they have quality things. They are pushing a beautiful brand that people need to know about. So I want to challenge us as Black people to get on the bandwagon of supporting each other and putting each other on. And you know, sometimes we get caught up in those big brands, and it's like, do those brands respect Black people? Do they respect us, you know? And what I like is that with our brands, when we create them, we must remember that we're not only creating them to be cool or to push Black excellence, we also creating them knowing that we are creating jobs, we are creating an ecosystem that will benefit the rest of us. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Madam Cookhead, Nkosi, Malanga, onke.
Now we go into top 4. So my number 4 is broke. Okay. I'm really proud of this brand, mainly because they are building a beautiful brand, and on top of that they have a physical store. And it's like 5 broke guys came together and they decided to build a brand. And those are the stories that we want to hear. Those are the stories that we want to see. That is the representation that we need, because these are people that reflect the reality of South Africa, coming from nothing and making something happen out of that. So for me, I just feel like they had to be on this list. And what I love about their brand, it's not only a brand where you just wear the apparel, it's also a movement, it's a lifestyle. Now guys, like, one thing about us Black people, we make everything cool, you know. Whatever we touch turns into gold. Hence why these companies, they always want to be associated with us, because we have that power of trend setting. Wherever we go, people want to be associated with us, but we don't realize how much influence we have. And this is why we have to be careful with our energy and who we interact with, because people have more to gain from us than we have to gain from them, you know. So I really love this brand, and it's just a pure representation of where we are in South Africa and where we're going, you know. They basically the future, and I'm really proud of them. And their names are, I want to give you the names of these boys, and when I was doing research about them, I asked my cousin, and he's very much into this stuff, and I'm also very much like him, very much into fashion, very much into what's cool, what's happening, what's popping, very much into arts and culture, very much into, like, you know, galleries, very much into just, you know, Black women, boys, black men doing it. So the first one is Umzwandile Sithole, and then we have Andile Dlamini, and then we have Cindy Sochuma, and then we have Simbongile Bino, and I think the other one I was not able to find. These are the 4 guys that my cousin sent me, so I don't know who's the 5th one. And if you guys do know him, please comment on my comment section and keep the conversation going about how these boys are killing it. You know, I just want to congratulate them on the work that they're doing and just sending them good energy, good vibes to keep on pushing what they're doing. We want to see them in stores internationally. We want to see them outside of South Africa. You know, these brands must be able to mark themselves, you know, everywhere, in America, in Italy. And they are so young and so handsome, and it's just amazing to watch what they're doing, and they make me so proud. They give me so much chills with just what they were able to do, you know, and just you know, giving us that representation and giving us that reminder that, listen, we are worthy, and you know what, we are very smart, we're very much capable, and we are going to do this. Anyway, we're going to move to number 3. Okay, my number 3, let's get in the drum rolls, is Mo Fire. Fire is the brand founded by DJ Smooth. It's an energy drink. Okay, the reason why I felt like this was going to be my top 3 is because, guys, do you understand the concept of competing in a market where there's Red Bull? Do you understand the concept of competing in a market where black people don't actually tap into, where it's always white dominated? Like, do you understand that? And guys, I feel like there is nothing like building a brand from scratch and making it cool and selling it to people and for people to buy into that. I feel like that is so much work, and I commend DJ Smooth very much for taking on this industry, this energy drink industry, and saying that I am here. I'm not into energy drinks, I don't even promote them, but at the end of the day, it is a market. There's people that believe in energy drinks, and you know, in clubs, when we're ordering drinks, I may not be into energy drinks, but when we're out there, sometimes we're ordering Henny and, you know, Red Bull. And next time you're out at the club, please order some Henny and Mo Fire. You know, that's how proud we need to be about our own brands, because as I said, these people are working hard, creating ecosystems where people are going to benefit. It's not only a selfish thing where you wake up and be like, I want to look cool today, I want to make an energy drink, and I want everyone to look at me. If you follow DJ Smooth's journey and you are into business, you're into entrepreneurship, you will understand how smart that man is. And for me, for him to give up a job and for him to put what he's doing on a pedestal and respect what he's doing, power to that. Power to that, because here's a man that understands that a job is not everything. Here's a man that understands that it's important for us to have our own brands. Here's a man that understands the importance of being a black man and being responsible for other people. Guys, it doesn't get better than that. It honestly doesn't get better than that. And I want to shine a light on DJ Smooth, because guys, he may look crazy going up the streets trying to sell that Mo Fire, but in the next 100 years, generations and generations are going to benefit off of a man who went around taxi ranks trying to sell a drink. I want DJ Smooth to know that He is important. He is needed in this community, and people that are smart can actually see his vision. And these are the things that we need to focus on as people, you know, focus on things that are positive. There's so much negativity about us and what other people are thinking about us. But if we choose to focus on the things that work, if we choose to focus on the things that just bring a light and positivity in our community, guys, we're unstoppable. I mean, we're already doing magical things, you know, but if we were just to redirect our energy and put our energy into the right things, we're going far. And now let's go into my top two. My number two, guys, I'm very much conflicted. I'm very much conflicted because the top two is my favorite people when it comes to business and how smart these people are. So I'm conflicted because I want to make the other one a number one, but then I look at the other one's work and I'm like, okay, they can only be number one, reigning supreme, you know? So this number two, with so much respect, goes to Amanda DuPont.
Week, and I got my products for 20%. Well, first off, I'm going to start with my Jelly Splash, which has aloe and rooibos, and it doesn't strip the pH in your skin.
Company, her skin products, Lelive. My goodness, guys. Mamela. Congratulations, Amanda. You are doing it, girl. The packaging of the products, how expensive the product is. I mean, I cannot afford it because it's a bit pricey. But I promise you guys, when I get my money right, it's the type of products that I'm going to use, the type of product that I would invest in. I love it so much. I love how it was well thought, well planned, just how they put out the content, where it is placed, like in terms of marketing placement. Genius. I'm proud of her. I'm so proud for that brand she's building, guys. It's just amazing, and I respect Amanda so much because she's so beautiful. She's like this bombshell, and she's so smart, and she can act, you know. She's not just like a pretty girl that's like, oh, I'm here, you guys are going to accept me for how I look. I mean, guys, she's pretty, like, she's drop dead gorgeous, okay? Like, when she wakes up flawless. She wakes up like that, like, she's so pretty. And on top of that, for a woman that is that gorgeous, to be that smart, to be that talented, like, I just, you know, I commend her and I give her her flowers. She is just doing something amazing. And let's talk about Lilive and what type of a brand it is. I'm gonna go on her Instagram right now, on actually Lilive, not Amanda's Instagram. I follow them. I'm always stalking what they're doing. So let's talk about how it's clean, it's vegan, and it's dermatologist approved, and it's unisex. Does it get better than that? Does it get better than that? And as I mentioned, guys, I'm so obsessed with the packaging, and the price range starts, I think, from, let me have a look, because I saw a package that they were selling, like where you get the whole thing. I think, guys, it retails for under 2,000. I cannot find it now, but I think it retails for 2,000. And the products that they sell under the range is, let me tell you now. So I was actually right. Their set does retail for 2,000. 2,053 rand to be exact, and right now it's on discount for 15%, and it's retailing for 1,745. So what they have here, so basically I think they have a cleanser, a serum, a moisturizing cream. They also have I'm not sure what is this shea butter lash moisturizer. Maybe it's a face moisturizer, I'm not sure. And then they have like what is this, SPF, what do we call it? We call it a sunscreen. So they have those products. So they have a cleanser, a serum, moisturizer, and a tinted moisturizer, and they have a sunscreen. Yes. And the website is just so gorgeous. I love it. Guys, I don't know if I'm obsessed with Amanda at this point or I'm obsessed with the brand. I think I'm obsessed with both. She came up with such a beautiful brand. I'm just so in love with it. And you know what, guys, what you need to know about marketing is the first thing that people buy is packaging. You know, when I see something pretty, I usually go for it, because then I want to know what's inside, you know. So kudos for this packaging. And on top of that, the way that they market the brand, I love it. You know, their strategy is just on point, and I'm really, really proud. And I like that the website has reviews where people can actually share the experience of using the products. Amanda, you're onto something, girl, and we're really, really proud of you. And just keep on shining the beautiful Black excellence light. And my number one main man,
National Prime Minister, His Royal Highness Igwe Doctor Honorable Engineer Pastor, His Excellency Ambassador,
a spokesperson, Vusi Thembekwayo.
For all of us here, we have the obligation and the responsibility to speak each other up, to amplify each other.
I'm very much at the now what part of my life, which is about legacy. It's when Vusi's not in the room, what's left, because it's...
Vusi Thembekwayo is a business speaker, private equity general, partner at Watermark Africa, operating out of Dubai, that is the company. CEO of Sub-Saharan Impact and Venture Investment Firm, My Growth Fund Venture, partner and convener of leading research boutique, IC Knowledge Bureau. So guys, I am obsessed with Vusi. I'm obsessed with Vusi, and when I watch him, I feel like, you know, if I were to have a husband, he will need to wake up every morning and watch him to get an example of what a man should be. You know, I remember watching his 2020 Expo in Dubai, and I was just like looking at this man and thinking, this is what Africa needs. If you haven't watched that video, you need to go and watch that video where he sells Africa and he's bringing in investors for potential investors to come and invest in Africa. Now guys, if you're going to sit down and watch Vusi's YouTube and listen to the stuff that he says, you're probably gonna get up and go start something. He pushes you to be the best version of yourself. And I just wonder, why is it that we are not paying attention to those type of people, you know? And I had to put him up there. I had to make him the top #1, because for me, he is just doing it. And I remember how I discovered Vusi was on Mnet, I think, and I was really, really young then. And I was just so fascinated by the show, by the way that he spoke, and that's how obsessed I've been about business since then. And just how he used to speak life into these entrepreneurs, and how he would look and see if a business is going to work within just like seconds, if it's going to work or not going to work. And that's when I started like following him and realizing, I man, here's a man that is just like a rare species. And I used to ask myself, where does he get that accent, And this man has so much confidence. I think that was the first time I was seeing a black man with that much confidence and being so unapologetic. And I was really, really young then to see someone like that, and I was just like blown away, and I was like, who is this guy? With Uvusi, he's just an epitome of just black excellence. He's just so magical to me, and the reason why I put him number one is because with Uvusi, first of all, he's bringing us investors, and also this is a man that's investing in young entrepreneurs, not only financially but with his energy, with inspiring and uplifting young people, because he's not only just investing, but when he does this speaking engagements and engaging with those groups of people, he leaves them with so much hope and so much inspiration to go out there and be great. And that's what we need, because this is the man that is selfless and just planting seeds of excellency. And I just love him so much. I want for us to be able and be proud to look up to those type of people, because sometimes I feel like we can be distracted with everything that's going on, all these low vibrational things and low vibrational events. I'm not gonna mention names and mention things and events, but like, if you're smart, you will get it. You will get what I'm talking about. And it's like, I understand not everyone wants to be a business owner, not everyone wants to be an investor, but people that are doing the work need to be put on the spotlight. People that are doing things to benefit other people need to be put on the spotlight. And I want us to be able to celebrate those type of people, because if we can celebrate them, we're able to celebrate ourselves. And what I like about this type of people is that they help us look inside ourselves and think, what is it that I am doing to contribute to society in a positive way, in a positive light, that can not only benefit me and my family, but generations and other people. My top 5 is Black Namla, Broke, More Fire, Le Live by Amanda DuPont, Vusi Tembekwayo. I just want to congratulate you guys on everything that you're doing, and keep on lifting up Africa, keep on shining your light. No one is perfect. You're doing it the way that you're doing it, but just know that we are rooting for you. We are sending you good energy, and thank you for blessing us with your talents, with your gifts, because it's not easy to wake up and decide that you're going to contribute to society and you're going to change the world, because you cannot change the world without changing yourself first, without being inspired yourself, without being motivational to yourself. Those things cannot happen without you being able to transform yourself. So for me, these people are a representation of people that were able to wake up and transform themselves so that they can transform the environment around them. And guys, I give you your flowers, and I thank you for the work that you're putting in, and just thank you, because you not only inspired hundreds and thousands and millions of people, you inspired me to realize my dream. You inspired me to go out there and put myself out there and put my ego aside and just tell people that I'm out there, this is what I'm doing, and not be shy about it. And it's like, there's just so much to be done here, and there's so much money to be made, and there's just lives to change and being just impactful. There's just so much to do, and that is it for the video. I thank you for tuning in until the end, and cheers guys. Iyabulela intombi yasemaXhosini, umamnune umbathane umachaya. Until the next video, I will see you then.